Hello viewers and my dear student, I Divya from RGCSK and I'm here with our today's live class. I hope all are doing well, all are healthy and enjoying our live sessions in our YouTube channel rgcsk.edu. And I request everyone to please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel rgcsk.edu. Here we'll start with our live class and today's session is on budgeting in nursing. That is going to be very interesting and it is one of the most important topic from the nursing management as we are going to discuss in detail about each things in budgeting. First, we'll see about the introduction of budgeting. Budgeting is defined as a statement of anticipated results within a stipulated period expressed in both financial and non-financial terms. The control process consists of three essential steps: establishing standard, comparing results with those standards and taking corrective actions as needed. Means whatever we are planning, there should be a stepwise process while we are planning, while we are doing the supervisions, and we should have the comparative studies among that, like what is the previous one, how it is going, and what are the expenses at the present time. So whether it is a large organization or a small organization, for example, we can take like whether it is an educational institution or in the hospital, it is manufacture or anything. So we need estimate, we need a financial, or we can tell as a budgeting as a fiscal planning. So these all things has to be there. Next, we'll see the definitions of budgeting. So here we have the three different definitions of budgeting. First definition, it is according to Frederick Window Taylor, a budget is a financial plan of a government for a specific period. Basically, it will be for a year of a time or for the 6 month, or mainly it will be for 1 year. Then there will be a full plan. It can be of some programs, it can be some health services or some government jobs. Regarding that, the budget will be given by the government. So that is the definition according to the Taylor. Next definition, a budget is a numerical statement that expresses an organization's plan, policies and goals for a specific future period. That was given by anonymous. Means it is in a plan for an if we'll take any organization, there will be like for one academic year, what are the plan, according to that plan what are the policies are there. So it is according to anonymous. And the third definition is according to H.M. Donovan. He had been given a budget is a concrete and precise presentation of an enterprise's total operation in a monetary terms. Means he has given if an organization is there, their full in a monetary, means in a money terms, whatever the money their expenditures are there, for which purpose, whatever the money they are utilizing, their full detail will be in a one sheet of a paper. So at a look, at a stretch, we can find out the all the financial or a physical plan for an organization. Next, we'll see about the purpose of budget, why we have to deal with the budget and what are the purposes of budget. So here we first see a budget serves as a quantitative expression of hospitals or institutions plan, outlining financial allocations and operational goals for a specific period. Here the specific point is quantitative. Quantitative means in a number, the quantity, like how much money is going to be spent. Then we need to ready with some alternatives also. If like some ups and downs are there, we need some more extra expenses. That time we need to, this is the main purpose. Then we'll see the next, that is it help in evaluating the financial performance, controlling cost and ensuring the efficient resources utilization. Means whenever we are having the proper budgeting plan, we should be aware about how much money first we are going to spend for this specific thing, or what are the areas where we can do the cost control, we can minimize the prices, we can talk to the vendors and we can get the things in a cheap prices, we can get our things, or we can get the raw material. For example, if you're thinking about the hospital manufacturing, then like beds will be there, departments, we have to make the OPD areas, we have to make the wards. So many things, raw material we can purchase and we can hire some people to do the manufacturing in the same that ground areas or field areas. So it will become, with that process we can do the cost controlling and ensuring whether whatever the resources we do have, whether they are being utilized properly or not. So there will be a proper supervision of whole the budgeting process. Next purpose is budgeting helps control costs by systematically planning and monitoring expenses. And how we can control the cost? It is only possible when there is a proper supervision. When any person is continuously watching the steps or watching the things till what the work has been completed, how much money had been expended in this month, in this week, means proper reporting and recording has to be there for the proper expenditure, whatever the things are being purchased, what are the things are being utilized. So it has to be maintained like this. And then the next purpose is a budget provides us mechanism for translating physical objective into the project monthly spending pattern. Means we will have a proper view on whatever we had been planned and how it is going, like what we have planned and it is, the expenditures are less than that. For example, the expenditures are going high or more expenditures are there according to our planning. Next is next purpose we'll see about the budget enhance the fiscal planning and decision making by providing a structured framework for financial management. Means the budget enhances the planning, like it will help out for the planning and it will help for making the decisions. If we will have the plan, if any changes are coming in between, then we will be capable of making the decision at a stretch, at a present time. In any situation, we will be capable of formulating the decisions for the financial management. If any situations are coming like that, that time we can change or mold the things. So we should have the things like that. The pre-plans will be there. The team has to be there. The person should be knowledgeable. They should be experienced. Those they can be deal with that managerial functions. Next, the purpose. We'll see about the next purpose. It is the budget helps clearly recognizing the controllable and uncontrollable cost areas, enabling the better financial management and decision making. It's also depend upon the management or the managerial team who are working on it. Means how it will be controllable and non-controllable. Like some things we cannot exclude them. For example, if we are having the hospital, then we cannot decrease the number of nurses. According to our beds, according to our speciality, we need the nurses, we need the experienced doctor. So we cannot exclude those things that will become under the uncontrollable cost. But in the area like the manufacturing things, so for example, we can take like in a place of AC, we can keep the coolers, or these alternatives we can keep. So our money can be decreased and we can like deal with our budget things, or if any expenditure problems are there, that time we can utilize those or things which are controllable and non-controllable. Next, we will see the budget provide a structured format for effective communicating fiscal objectives, ensuring the transparency and alignment with the financial goals. Means when a budget plan is there, whoever the team is dealing with that budget format, they should be aware about the goals, terms and conditions, policies, and there will be a transparency. There is a no hiding thing. Like if I am the team member and the manager, there should be a transparency. Whatever I have the thought regarding that plan, the manager will also have the same thought. We should get the same information. There is a no hiding. So there will be a proper transparency. Every team member should be aware about that thing. So they will be properly capable of dealing if any problems or any things are being happened in this. Next, we'll see. So here some steps are there. Like it is the next purpose. So we have to make sure. According to the first step, we need to make sure all the information regarding your project is presented in a transparent way. Like if we are having a team, all team member should have the same information. They should know the same schedule. They should have the same proper channel of information. And the next step is communicate with the stakeholders in the manner that works best for them. Stakeholders, those who are working for us, so they should also be communicated properly according to our budget plan and everything, at what time, what money or anything we are needed. Then next step is do not judge what your stakeholder values, instead seek to understand why. Whatever the stakeholders, higher authorities will tell, we need to listen to them. We should not judge them on their whatever the specifications are there. Then provide feedback to the stakeholder on how their interests and issues are addressed and resolved. If any queries are there, any things are there, that at a stretch same time we need to explain them, and we need, like, whatever in our plan we need modification, that has to communicate to them. Next, keep a careful record of all the aspect of stakeholder communications that occur over the time, and from the time we had been plan a budget until the time it had been completed or any consequences are coming, that has to be in a recorded form, like it should be in a form of a proof. The team members or a higher authority has to keep those things. Next is a budget facilitate feedback on the utilization of funds, ensuring the accountability and informed financial decision making. And there will be a proper regular meetings like with the team members and the person who are being utilizing those things. So we'll have the regular meeting, and we can discuss the things in a monthly basis or 6 monthly basis, like how much money is being expended, whatever the fund we are being utilizing, and what fund or money, whatever we are using, for what purpose. If anything we purchase, we should have the proper bills, like if we had been purchased some machines for hospital, we should have a proper bill. So these all things has to be kept in a record. If anyone is having any queries, anything, we should be capable of giving the feedback at what place we had been utilized what money. Next, a budget helps identify problem areas and facilitates effective solution, ensuring the efficient financial management. And when we do have the regular assessment and supervision on the budget plan, we will be capable of telling the solutions. If any places like these things are being happening, then we will be capable of giving the answers, and suitable changes, flexibility will be there, then suitable changes we can also. Next, the budget provides a framework for measuring and recording financial success in alignment with the organizational objectives. Then the budget had need to be there a framework, like proper, we should be aware about at what limitations we need to be there, what queries we have to see, we should not cross our limit. So these all things need to be according to the organizational objective. Those things has to be aligned and in a. Next we'll see, here we'll complete it with the purposes of budgeting. Next we'll move towards the types of budgeting. So there are the several types of budgeting. We'll deal, it's about 12 to 14 types of budgetings are there. We'll see one by one each. First is an incremental budget. Incremental budget is defined as, we will see, for example, we can see a best example in a type of a salary. For example, if my salary this year is 10,000, then next year if our organization is having a policy for increment, it may be 2%, 5%, 10% or 11%. Then in your previous salary, the increment will add, and the next salary will be an incremental salary. So the budget, for example, 50, if 50 candidates or 50 faculties or 50 nursing staff is there, and this year their increment has to be done, 2% increment has to be done, then their separate budget will be formed by the accounting session. They will be know what is the basic salary or the gross salary of this employee, and if we'll add the 2% or 10%, that will amount will come. So it will be the incremental budget for this year for the faculty or for the staff nurse increments. So that is known as incremental budget. Next is program budget. Program budget is defined as a budget for a specific time. A specific time means, like if a government is planning programs, like here we can see maternal health program, MCH program, family health program. So for this specific program, they are providing money or a budget plan will be there, like all the state, they will give this much of money for this program. For example, basics, we can take immunization program will be there. Home, the health professionals, health workers will come to home and they will give the immunization to the babies, whether you are coming hospital or not. So they will also come under that plan. They will also get the money and get the services according to that. So if, for example, I take in a hospital, if any program, conference is going to be held. So for that specific conference, how much money, budget planning is done, that is known as program budget. So it will be specific for one program only, that is known as program budget. Next is open-ended budget. Open-ended budget, this is a financial plan in which each operating manager presents a single cost estimated for the optimal activity level for each program in the unit without indicating how the budget should be brought down if appropriate funding is not available. This means there won't be any limitations set for the budgeting. If expenditure is going too high, no one won't be caring because it will have no limitations, no plan on that. It will be like whatever the things are coming, whatever the situations are coming, we need to work on that situation, we need to clear those problems, but how much money is being applied there, no problem is there. So that type of budget are known as open ended budget. There is a no set limitations will be there. Next is flexible budget. Flexible budget, whatever it defines as, we can capable of doing changes at any time of that any duration. Means this comprise several financial plan, each of a different level of program activity. It is based on the fact that operating conditions rarely abide by expectation. Means sometime we'll plan something and the consequences will be different, the situation will be different. So we should be capable of changing the plan or adding something or doing the modification. So this type of budget are known as flexible budget. Next is revenue and expense budget. Means what are the expenditures and what are the benefits. This is experience in financial terms and take the nature of pro income statement for the future. It may be prepared in a detailed form or abstract statement reflecting the items of profit and loss under a classified headings. Like if we plan anything and everything had been completed, then we'll come at the conclusion with our loss and profits, what area we got the losses, like more expenditures are there or more utilization is there, and what area we got the profits, like the cost is less but we got the good quality, we got we buy in a bulk, so we got very less quantity, less in, like we have to pay very less money. So these terms or this type of budget is known as revenue and expenditure expense budget. Next is zero budget. Zero budget is defined. It requires the nurse manager to examine and justify each cost of every program, both old and new, in every annual budget preparation. Means zero budget, we can say that like while starting the new one, we need to close up the last one, the old one. That's why the meetings will be held, and the last whatever, if 1 year budget is there, 1 month budget is there, or 6-month budget is there, after ending of the program, the meeting has to be held, and that things has to be read out in the front of the authorities or managers, like what things we had been utilized in which place, and that has to be with the verification of everyone. We need to close that thing and we need to start with the another program or planning for the another budget. That is known as zero budget. Like we need to settle down everything and we need to start with the new one. Next is a sales budget. Sales budget is a starting point in a budgetary program. Since sales activity gives shape to all the other activities, sales budget are complied in the terms of quality as well as of value. Sales budget, like the selling values are there, will set the, like if any manufacturing countries companies are there, they will set their values at what item will ranging at what, that quality defines, the size defines, the these all things will comes under the sales budget. Next is rollover budget. Rollover, like we had till now we had been discussed, if any budget is there, there will be a specific time duration. Basically it will be a year of time, a 1 year budget will be there. So rollover budget means if any amount is left over or any specific budget is ongoing, then after completion of that same monetary things will go for the another budget for that working. That is known as rollover. It will be in a continue process. This one forecasts the program's revenue and expenses for a period more than a year to accommodate programs that are larger than the annual budget cycle, and specifically for the budgets or the program which are more in length or those who need time more than a year or 2 year of a time, it will be large programs or a need large budget and more time. Next is fixed ceiling budget. It is a financial plan in which the uppermost spending limits are set by the top executive. The unit and divisional manager develop a budget proposal for their respective areas. Means there will be limitations and fixations, like this department or this subordinates will get this much of the money and they need to work on their speciality or their area on this much money. For example, like hospital is there, so hospital will have the different department, different areas are there. So areas will be divided, and the money will be allotted to their expenditures, and they have to plan according to them, like for which thing they have to plan how much of the money. So they need to have the fixations or the limitations in expenditures. Then next is production budget. It will be specifically for the companies who is doing for the producing thing or manufacturing companies. This is the budget that aims at securing the economical manufacturing of product and minimizing the utilization of product resources. Means first of all things that started with the purchasing of the raw materials that should be good in quality, long lasting, and they should have the cheap rates. And then what we are manufacturing, they should have the quality, but they should have the less prices. So the we can sales will be high, then we can the profit rate will be high. So like that the production budget will, if any company will be producing anything or manufacturing anything, like that the budget has to be formed. Next is performance budget. This is based on the functions, not on divisional. Example: direct nursing care, in-service education, quality enhancement nurse, and the research. Performance, like what individually or as a group we are presenting. Like if a nurse is there, according to their performance, some of the organization will have the some policies like nurse of the year, best nurse, bedside nurse, or best student. So these all the policies also be there. So according to their performance or the way they are presenting or the way they are doing their job, according to their some budgets are organizations are having the budget. So that is known as performance budget, which will be mainly based on the performance of the individual. Next is capital expenditure budget. This is prepared for assuring planned timely capital investment in the business to ensure the availability of capital at the right time over a longer period. Means per product how they are planned for expenditure, for investment, for preparation, and the way they are selling it, so it will be on a right time for the long duration of time period, and at the right time, and the values has to be set for this. Next is cash budget. It is prepared by way of projecting the possible cash receipt and payment over the budget period. This is all will have the like the cash form. We are doing all the payments and expenses, and they should have all the legal bills, slips, and they should be preserved for at least 5 years of duration. Those are known as cash budgets. Next, so these are the many budgets are there. They will be little tricky, but we need to remember. With the examples, we can remember those all the budget. Next is sunset budget. Sunset budget, it is defined to the self-destructive within a prescribed time period to ensure the expenditure stops by a predetermined date. It is also comes under like zero-based budget. What we had been studied, zero budget, that zero-based budget also sunset budget will come like for a specific thing there will be specific limitation, and during that time that has to be finished, and we need to start, we need to bind up with the previous one, and then we have to start up with our next. After the date limitations has been complete, then it will be converted to the next one, and we need to start with the new one. So I hope this session is going well and you all are enjoying and getting some knowledge from the sessions. If any doubts are there, that are also you can ask. So till now we had been discussed about definitions, introduction, we seen the definition, and we had seen the purposes of budget. Then we had, now we are with the completed with the types of budget. We had seen across 12 to 14 types of budget. Now I'll lead you with the next session, that is on the principles of budget. So here we'll see the principles of budget. First is coordinating efforts planned in advance. Means if you want to do any planning, there will be proper coordination between the all the members of that budgetary team. If we are having a team, we should have a coordination among, like we should not go on the different ways. Our ways and our goals has to be on a same track. Then based on the objectives and policies, we cannot plan anything on any time. Like what are our organizational goal, what are our goals are there, objectives are there, and what our organization set the policies. On that policies we need to work, and we need to lead our things on that only. Next, sound financial management. means it should be like applicable, it should have the rationale, it should have the scientific thing, it should be proven. We should not keep anything on any time, but it should have all the things has to be clear before we are set for the final thing. Next is financial and non-financial resources. It will come both thing, like the whatever it will come regarding the finance and non-financial things. Then consistent delegation. Delegation means to giving the work or delegating the work to the other people. Like at a single individual, we cannot do all the budgetary thing. We need a team, we need expert, we need a people who are having more experience on those things or with dealing those things. Then adequate checks and balances, like a proper supervision has to be done on the regular basis. There should be a check on the monetary things or the where the expenditures are there, how much fund we do have remaining, from there more from where we can take the more funds. So on that there should be a balance sheet. There should be a sheet for the checklist, like how we are expenditures are there, the furthermore what expenditures can become. Next is appropriate to the nature, like at what situation we are doing, whether it is appropriate or not, or whether it is applicable or not. Then interpretations, we should have, the team should have the proper interpretation, like what situation is can become, or we should be ready with our some alternatives. We are having a one plan, so we should be need to be ready with at least two plans as an alternatives if any situations are coming like that. Quality and quantity evaluation, both things has to be evaluated. Quality also is important. If we are expensing on anything, we need to also see the quality of the thing, because if we are buying anything, it should be a long lasting. If example we can take, in a hospital we are buying a ECG machine, so our motto has to be there that this has to be work at least for 12 year, 13 year, 15 year. That has to be worth, so that will be valued if we are buying it for the more prices or a brand one or anything. So like this we need to think while doing the budgeting. Next is under direction and supervision. It is must and mandatory, like the team, the authorities have the regular supervision, cross checks will be there, then the meetings will be there, discussions will be there, then how the process is ongoing, what are the problems are faced by the team. So these all things has to be seen. Next we'll see the importance, why we have to study the budget, why it is important, because budget is needed in everywhere in life. If you are like in a common basis, we can say if you are planning for a marriage, then you also need a budget. If you want to go for higher studies, you need a budget. If you want to buy something, you need a budget. We need, like, it won't be in a written form, but it will be going on in our brains and mind, so it will be important. A budget is a numerical description of expected income and planned expenditure for an organization over a specific period. It provides a concrete and precise representation of the total operation of an enterprise, organization, or institution in monetary terms such as finance. Importance means, if you want to open an organization and college of nursing, then we need like a building, we need for that construction purpose, we need money. We need laboratories for that, mannequins, dummy, articles, we need money. We need faculties to teach the student, that also we need to give salary. Then we need to non-ministerial staff we need. Then our IT persons we need. Then we need some classroom accessories and everything. So all that budget we have to plan before going. We cannot like in a night we can't see a dream and go for a college of nursing or a school of nursing. We should work on that. We should have a plan, we should have a fund, we should have a budget. Then only we plan. Budget plan is means for a 1 year or for one organization, whatever the expenses are there on a yearly basis, on a monthly basis. We can take example, like if monthly basis I'll take, if your college is there, then electricity bill will come monthly. Then some online transaction or registrations fees will be monthly or yearly will be there. What are the affiliation organizations are there, authorities are there. Then salary we have to give to the teachers, to the to the ministerial staff. Then stationery purchases will be there. Then utilization of the IT persons will be there. So these are the utilization by organizations. So according to that, the budget has to be planned on each and everything wherever we are expending the money on that. Like planning and control. A budget helps plan future actions and maintain the control over the organizational activity. Like if we are having the plan, we will know which area we need to control or which area we can minimize the expenditures. Coordination means the department or the members are there, among that the coordination has to be there. Then guidance for action serves as a structured framework for decision making within an organization. The plan will guide us like how we have to move and what things at what time we have to do and we need to complete. Evaluating priorities with the plan, we should be aware about what things has to be done at what time. Like we can be prioritize the things, what things has to be completed at first and which can become in a second in a sequence. Then we'll see about the essential of budgeting for, requisition for budget. Essential requisition for budget are forecasting. Forecasting means forward looking, like we should have a plan, a future plan has to be there. Sound forecasting support decision making in areas such as purchases, expansion, advertising services, and working capital need to ensure financial stability and strategic growth. Means we should have the forward looking or future looking future plans has to be there. Then accounting, a well convinced accounting system is essential for comparing the budget. Accounting means we should have the comparison about the previous year or the present or the old one or the new one, what are the changes are there, which area had more expenditure. So accounting system or accountants has to be very expert on this, so we should have a proper visibles on those things in a display at a stretch. We can be capable of doing the comparisons on that. Then lines of authority, there should be a limitation, there should be a supervision, and the higher authorities has to have a look on that. The budget corporation operations and supervision require clearly defined lines of authority to ensure accountability. Means the members who to whom we have to give the responsibility and how much capable they are in their responsibility. Like no one should do the expenditure, like the members are there, so they are not allowed to withdraw the money, to use that money for their personal work or where that money is going. So the higher authorities need to get a check on that, what money is going where, and without their permission no funds has to be released for anything. Budget committee, there should be a well established budget committee has to be there, and every member of that budget committee should be aware about the present program, what is ongoing and what are the expenses. So everyone is responsible and those persons have the authority for the limitations, for stopping and doing the checkouts in everything. The budget committees in an organization must the first receive and approve all the forecast, department budget and periodic reports comparing actual budgeted income and expenditure. Second, it must request special studies on budget deviations and consider revisions to adopt the changing conditions. Means according to the plan and situation, the expert should have the knowledge at what area they can do the modification, some changes. And for those who are in the budget committee, they should have in their academics, in a qualification basis, they should be knowledgeable and they should have the special education on that budgetary things. Next is business policies. Clear, well-defined business policies are served as the basis for the budget preparation. They should be given with the organization goals, objectives, and what things they have to follow, what are the limitations they had been given. That has to be followed by them and need to be communicated clearly to all the members of budgetary committee. Statistical information, budget related information is presented in numerical estimates, providing the essential data on expected income, expenditure, and financial planning. Like there should be a presentation, diagram representations will be there. It will represent the numbers, like what is the budget was there, what are the expenses, what are the benefits are there, revenues are there. Those has to be mentioned in a percentage, in a numerical basis, in a number form. Support, top level management support is essential. Like if organization is doing, then the whole person, those who are coming in between directly, indirectly, they are responsible. And among that, the top level managers are mainly responsible for that, because the authority will be holding with them and they will be the one who are giving the responsibility or delegation of work to the lower authority. So they should be capable and they should be supportive to the other staff and the member. Period of budget, basically the length of a budget period, usually a year, should be specified, but dependent upon the time of budget. Like we had been discussed now, there will be a production budget, there will be a program budget. Some program will be for yearly, some program for the 6 months, some will be of 2 months. So according to that, consequences or the things can be changed, but basically it will be for 1 month of 1 year of time. Next, we'll see the steps of budget, how we have to plan. So first is assess the institutional goal. We should be aware about what the institutional goals are there, their objectives are there, and leading with that we need to follow the second step, that is evaluate the program objective. Once we should be aware about the policies of organization, then for a specific program what are the objectives are there, what are the criteria we have to fulfill. Then next is analyze the resources allocation. What are the resources available here only, what we have to buy the things, those things we have to identify. And the fourth step is explore alternatives, like we should have in alteration two plans we need to have in alteration. If our main plan is getting fail or second plan is not working, then we should be have alternatives. That's why we should have at least two plans in our alternate form. And then we have to compare all the plans, which is more effective, more reliable, and which is good, plan is good to go. That we have to do the comparison among the plans what we have found and develop a budget proposal. So these are the 5 steps. First we have to assess the organizational structure, objectives, then we need to evaluate the program objective, then we have to form the alternatives, then we need to compare the alternatives, then we have to go with our final budget preparation on the basis of these all data. Next, we'll see the function of budget. A budget outlines and documents the unit's requirement for hiring at administrative level. It requires the importance of short and long-term fiscal planning that reflect the unit need. Means we should be aware, we'll have the clear vision on things, what we have to buy or how we have to buy the things. It evaluates the internal and external environment to identify driving forces and barriers in the financial planning. Like we'll have the clear vision where the problem is arising, which area we need to work more, which area we need to get a guidance and support. It articulates unit level fiscal strategy aligned with the organizational goal and objective. Like it will have the clear vision on all the department of our organization on purchasing and budgeting for those all. Next is ensure that required documents are clearly and completely rendered to facilitate organizational reimbursement. Means there will be a proper documentation process will be there. Next, coordinates and monitor budget control. There will be a coordination between the team and members of the budgetary committee, and there should be a proper process of controlling the budget to decrease the cost. Encourages subordinate participation, means there will be a proper coordination among the everyone, and whenever we are doing the delegation of work, the subordinate has to have the clear vision and transparency in the communication. Assess personal needs, uses predetermined standards or establish patient classification system for precise evaluation. Means they should have what are the needs of each department or each thing. We should be aware about that, not on the basis of organization, but according to the speciality or department also we need to see. Emphasizes appropriate techniques, like highlighting the importance of using effective method in financial planning. Then this version ensures clarity while maintaining the original meaning. Let me know if you need to further refinement. Like there should be no close-ended questions, won't be there. If any doubts are there, so there will be a feedback, there will be reconstructive questions and modifications has to be there in that. Next, we'll go with the advantages of budgeting. Advantages of budgeting process are: it establishes goal for the all unit, provide a standard for performance, and emphasizes the continuous nature of planning. Means if we'll have the plan, we don't have to deviate from the plan. Like we have a set vision and goal, we need to work on that. Then it encourages the managers to carefully analyze the operation. Like the managers or the higher authorities will have a vision, like they will see at a stretch, they can see and they know this is the plan. I have to observe and supervise them. This has to be completed on this time. So there won't be any confusion, any doubts won't come in that if we are having a pre-planned budget. It identifies organizational weakness, highlight the areas where facilities may be lacking. Like we are planning, we will be capable of knowing which area need more things are needed, or which areas are more weaker sections, what we have to build up more, where which area we need to expand more. So these also we can evaluate with the help of, if we are having the planning. It project the staffing, equipment and supply need. Like if any organization is there, then manpower is there, finances are there, everything will come in that, and will have the all the vision at a point, in at a same time we can have observe everything. Orderly financial management ensure finance matters are handled systematically, means there will be a one person or a one team who are capable, who is maintaining all the things, and for one program they should hire one person, those who can see those things. Balanced coordination, aligning agencies activity for effective and effectiveness. Like if we are having coordination with the other agencies or company, those who are supplying to us, there should be also a proper channel between our financial officer and their production manager. There should be a proper communications. Then integration of effort, help manager unify the personal effort towards a common goal according to their experiences. Control and performance measurement, act as a financial control mechanism of correct the excessive expenditure. Like if you are having supervisions, we can minimize the expenditures, or we can have the idea where the things can be, cost control can be done. So those all things has to be seen and observed. Next we'll see about the limitations of budget process. At what area they will have, like they set the goals and they cannot go beyond that. Budget are often rigid and restrictive. Like when we are plan something, we have to go on that, we can't move or deviate from that. So sometime the person will lose their interest and it will become rigid, and the productivity will be less for that. Budget are used to evaluate performance and result, but the underlying causes of success or failure are not always thoroughly examined. Sometimes we are having the budget, at the end whatever it is coming with, whether we are getting benefits or losses, so it won't give us the proper framework. Sometime budget may sometimes be used punitively, loading the employees to perceive them as a tool for identifying mistake rather than fostering the improvement. This can lower morale and weakness dedication. Sometimes it will be happen, the person who is doing the supervision and authorities, those who are guiding it, they will be finding out the people or the members who are not good at which position. So sometimes criticism will be there, and that can lead to the downing the morale of the employees or the workers who are working on that. Budget goals may be set too high and the effort is to within the limits. Sometime it will be happen, we will, while doing the planning, like if can we take example, we need to go for a trip, we'll plan many things, big things, but at the end when we have to go, it will limit or set to some small area or nearby area we will go. Like that in a budget, when we are planning, there will be a higher thinkings, higher level, good higher powers will be sent set, but at the when it will come on the working, then everything will be coming at the lower position. So those things can be happen. Next is disadvantages of budgeting. What are the disadvantages? A budget may become an end in itself rather than means to achieve the organizational goal. Sometimes we plan everything, we'll have the budget, but we won't go with that, so it will become as like a paperwork only. Budgetary goals can restrict agency objective and lead to autocratic control within the organization, means the higher authorities have only the right to give the authorities. Over budgeting poses a significant risk, potentially rendering the budget meaningless, while expensive forecasting remains necessary despite uncertainty. Mean sometimes the over budgeting can be possessed in that, and it won't be have the set limited limits. Budgetary control relies on human judgment, interpretation and evaluation. Sometime it will be there, we will be thinking like, na, in this area we will be capable of controlling the budget control we can do, but it is totally depend upon the human being, like our communication skill, how we have to deal with that, how they are, whether they are understanding our thing or not. So this can also be being the failure at the end sometime. Additionally, budgetary planning is both costly and time consuming, demanding careful management to ensure efficient. But when we are doing plan, it will need money, because we need a team, we need experienced people, we need experts So it will be it will also expense it, the planning will take time, it will have the set budget. The people who are the member of the budgetary team, they cannot be involved for the any other activity of the organization. So this can be a disadvantage for the organization. So it was all about the today's live class. I hope this was a knowledgeable session and you had been enjoyed the session. Like we had been discussed in today's live class about budgeting in nursing. So we had been seen about the definition, introduction, purpose of budget, types of budget, principles of budget. We had seen the requisitions of budget, then advantages of budget, limitations, and at the end we had been seen the disadvantages of budget. So thank you and have a good day. Please like, share, subscribe our YouTube channel rgcsk.edu. Thank you and have a good day.